Guerrilla Grooves Radio. Guerrilla Grooves Radio.
Yo, 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 this is Afro. All flows reach out. What the fuck is going down? You're rocking with Guerrilla Grooves Radio with DJ FredOnes and Rhinoceros Funk. It's funky, baby. What's going down? Smell it, smell it.
Alright, ladies, my poem is called Rafael de la Ghetto.
Yeah. Drinking Modelo's in Modesto. Throwback jersey, you Drew Bledsoe. Ghost trapping out the ecto. Breakbeat klepto, only puff petro.
Alright, ladies, my poem is called Rafael de la Ghetto.
Yeah.
Rafael de la Ghetto.
Yeah.
Alright, ladies, my poem is called Rafael de la Ghetto.
Yeah. Drinking Modelo's in Modesto. Throwback jersey, you Drew Bledsoe. Ghost trapping out the ecto. Breakbeat klepto, only puff petro. Used to cop Pretendo from Vesco. Acid hitter, call me Frank Klesko. Got game, should be sponsored by Tecmo. Collecto, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo.
You know, when it come to us, nothing's too premeditated. You know, we're pretty whimsical with it. So pull up. I'm trying to fuck you in a palazzo, wearing all iceberg, emptying out bottles, Hennessy and Moscato, $100 roach clips in the ashtray on the balcony. I'll be looking out for you, you be looking out for me. Quick to go off on anybody who mention crime. Take you to restaurants where the owners are good friends of mine. Fly you out to Jersey, have you shaking in the W. Send you back home and let your hubby cuddle you.
Guerrilla Grooves Radio. Guerrilla Grooves Radio. Go. Guerrilla Grooves Radio.
Indeed, in a place to be, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Those who go hard, no scrimmage, and those mean mugging midgets. Welcome back to
Guerrilla Grooves Radio.
my name's Rhinoceros Funk, your whole shit guy, your underground hip-hop shock jock, aka your boom bap life coach and AA sponsor, which you chose at a bad time. But if you're tuned in, it's a great time for you. Just don't call me and tell me your problems. You can call this man though. His line is always open to listen what you have to say, what your daddy did to you, or maybe that scarf that didn't fit right, you fat neck bastard. It's my man DJ FredOnes. One. Freddie, you ever told somebody they had a fat neck? Years ago, I was wearing something and I'm like, damn man, does this shirt make me look fat? And the person was like, nah man, it's your face that makes you look fat. Hey. Oh, fat stories that made me want to be on the microphone with a guy who has beautiful arm hair. Guerrilla Grooves Radio, everything. Again, follow us on Instagram, Guerrilla Grooves Radio, at Guerrilla Grooves Radio, at FredOnes TME, at TME Pro, and of course at Rhinoceros Funk. FredOnes doing enough for y'all. And chopped cheese advice. Speaking of advice, we had somebody in the line. He didn't make it. This man was drinking with me. I said, yo, dude, what the fuck do you do? You're all in my face. Your breath smells fantastic. You got to be around people all the time because you're handsome. He says, I'm an attorney. An attorney? What do you specialize in? He said, I'm an entertainment attorney. We are entertainers. Look at me. You want to see my belly button? Not yet. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's talk advice when it comes to entertainment. It's my man, Mr. Singh Esq.
Check. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for having me, man. There's some legends in the building tonight.
Thank you for being. I mean, it was like, dude, it was like the joke that Dave Chappelle made about Monica Lewinsky, right? That he just opened the door and goes, you. And I kind of did that to you. I grabbed you. I was like, yo, you're gonna be on the radio tonight, so man the fuck up.
You did say that.
Yeah, I did. Right? I'm not kidding. And you said, boy, I was a man before I was a man.
I said some fly shit like that.
And I looked at you and I was like, oh, this is going to work out, motherfucker. Let's go. So, your first name again is
Danon. Yeah.
Yes, Danon Singh.
Not the yogurt, though. A lot of people try to run that one.
No, that's Danon.
Teach us. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. They try to run that a lot, but
they don't go in Switzerland.
You know what I always tell them? If Damon is Damon.
Yeah.
Then Danon is Danon.
That's
what they end up with.
You know you can fix that?
Teach us.
Stop hanging out with whites. Stop hanging out with the whites, and it'll be fixed.
That is a fact.
It's a fact. It's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I have a student in my class, and she tells me her name, and I'm like, but that's an ill name. She goes, yeah, it's Spanish for Myanmar, Burma. And I'm like, your parents named you after a country that's known for dictatorship and oppression? I mean, it's been really bad the last 60 years there. I'm like, yeah, it's like naming you shit bomb. It's really bad. But Danon, it's not that bad. Danon, sir, let's let them know, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Queens. East Elmhurst, Queens. Spent some time in Long Island as well, but predominantly Queens, which is where the law office is as well.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Most diverse borough, most diverse place in the world, man. Different languages, different cultures, religions. You're exposed to so much culture. So that was super instrumental in my coming up, man.
Yeah. I mean, Queens is the people always say the melting pot. Queens is that. I mean, it is. Dude, get on the 7 train. Get off on 90th, and you'll come downstairs and see Argentines, El Salvadorians, Ecuadorians, Peruvians, and here's the new one, guys. 9 a.m. happened to me. Hey, Chinese women want to suck your bing bong. Happened to me. Not even kidding.
What part of Queens is that?
90th on Roosevelt.
Oh, okay.
Not kidding.
Okay.
The problem out there, because our good friends Pimentel and Nicho, attorneys at law, here is their new slogan: they'll fix grudges and slap judges.
That's dope.
You can't take that.
Nah, I was just about to say I need to adopt that shit.
Yeah, right. But they're on 90th and Roosevelt, and you see all of this happening. You're like, yo, I mean, the problem with sex trafficking in Queens.
Oh yeah, especially in that. Yeah.
I mean, it's an issue that we don't take to account in New York City. That's not what you're here for, though.
No, absolutely. But you bring up a great point. The entertainment component is one part of what we do, but it is a general practice. So my partner actually handles repulsing. He handles like a lot of immigration cases and family law cases. So you're not too far off based on some of the issues you're talking about right now.
And when it stems to immigration, we see a lot of abuse. Especially within the family.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking massive issue that doesn't get enough light. But what I want to do here is, being a man from Queens, and I always stress motivation and drive, right? So I want to talk to you about what was your high school experience, and then we're going to go into the whole college thing. But what was your high school experience?
I mean, yeah, my high school experience was crazy. My parents went their separate directions. So actually, a lot of my high school years, we actually had to move out to the island because my parents went their separate ways, right? So multiple schools, multiple systems, like chaotic in certain senses, but stable in others. Like my pops was always around, so he was a stabilizing force. You know.
Shout outs to dads being around.
Yeah, we're the hip hop songs about people's pops. You know what I mean? We need to put that out there.
I got a line in one of my songs with Freddie that says, "A bastard since I packed my dad's bags." There's a lot of dudes out there dealing with daddy issues. I understand that shit perfect. So you graduated high school. What college did you go to?
I ended up with the same experience, man. Multiple colleges from moving. I started off at Morehouse College, historically black college in Atlanta, Georgia. From there, I transferred back to New York, spent a year at Queens College.
Okay.
And then one day my mother came up to me. At that point, we was living in Canarsie, Brooklyn. And she was like, you got to go move with your father in Florida. I'm moving. And then I ended up finishing at Florida Atlantic University in Boca Raton, Florida. So
Boca Raton.
I was on a world tour like Tribe, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Mouth of Rat, Florida. Why you don't change that, Florida? What's wrong with y'all? Mouth of Rat? You're still living up to that? They got T-shirts that say that. Mouth of Rat, Florida. Buy one. I don't want that shit. I mean, as a person that didn't do that, traveling while trying to get your college credits accepted and being young, it's a very difficult thing. I mean, going to college is already a very difficult thing. But then maneuvering and then out of state, so I salute you on that. Now, what in your mind said, you know what? I'm going to study for the LSAT. I'm going to get into law school. And then what law school did you go to?
I went to CUNY School of Law, which is a social justice law school located in Queens, New York.
Yes.
When I went...
very good program.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Definitely when it comes to social justice. But, to keep it $1, man, a lot of my life, especially with the schooling and decisions I was making, was fucking up, right? So even when I, talk to youth, I try to let them know that, you could turn this way and fuck up and come back and make shit right and correct it and get to where you need to get to. So, a lot of motherfuckers hide their fuck ups. I don't do that, you know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question.
Word.
You got a best friend?
I got multiple best friends.
Can I be down on that list?
Absolutely.
Can I get down with
that? You got me on the radio within 10 minutes of talking, so you are my new best friend.
I forgot your first name, right? But I mean, that's why I brought you on here, brother, because it's a story of heads who come from the hood, don't have it all figured out, don't have all the guidance, but are picking it up and understanding it in order to make something happen.
Absolutely.
And earlier on, I said, brothers who don't know how to succeed. I mean, it has to be planned. It has to be organized. There has to be short steps to get to the long goals.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So then you go to Queens College, law school. You graduate. Why entertainment law?
I think initially I come from a background of doing music. Shout out to 07.
Salute.
Also in the building is someone I knew for many years. Growing up through my cousin Nate, we made music together. So that's how it started. I come from making music, which is what kind of obviously influenced my interest in learning the law aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's remind people, right? Tribe told us, right? Mm-hmm. Industry people are shady.
Yeah.
I mean, so as a dude who's been trained in a school, and again, I gotta make this thing understandable here. I mean, you were trained in a school of law, but with social justice. Like I work at John Jay, right?
Yeah.
So when you go to a school like that, what happens is that your ability to graduate is sorted by these particular classes that you take and these criteria that you meet,
like the prerequisites.
So you're kind of set up to understand various aspects of the social sciences in order to understand social justice.
Absolutely.
And I'm drunk.
Now you're talking real though.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
I got a degree in this and talking shit.
That boy good.
This is a big mohong in the case. So the point is that it kind of builds you. So it drives you into your field. In a field like entertainment that is so grimy, how do you navigate? How do you navigate utilizing your past? How do you navigate to get the best for your client in a world that wants to exploit them?
That's a great question. I didn't expect that. You came out of the woodwork with that one.
You should have been ready.
Yeah.
You saw how I grabbed you, right? I grabbed you, right?
Yeah.
I know Danon Singh Esquire.
Yeah.
You can answer this question.
I think I can.
You can do this.
I think I can.
I have faith in you.
All right.
Remember in 5th grade, who told you to sweep the leg? It was me. Who took you to karate classes? It was me. Nah, brother, but for real, how do you navigate to get the best out of your clients when the industry is so shady?
Well, I think that, I guess the short answer is the foundation is always what angle are you coming from? And my angle is artist empowerment.
Ooh, hold on.
Right?
Come on, man. You can't use a phrase like artist empowerment and not get the grunts for being a real motherfucker.
Nah, real talk, because I think that a lot of the time, a lot of us, we feel like we have to pay for information, right?
Yep.
We should be able to experience something and pass it on to not only the next generation, but the brothers next to us that don't know.
Wow.
So a lot of the shit that I do is really just that, right? There's not necessarily bread that comes from that, but it's another type of wealth that comes from that. And then what you start realizing is that if and when they do get to a situation where they do need you for legal work, and I put that with the rabbit is,
of course,
they're gonna hit me up. But even if they don't, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
Very well said. Very well said. I mean, because we're getting to the end here, but how? I mean, it's in this today's market of I mean, particular avenues of artistic acceptance and what an artist is. What kind of heads are you representing right now?
Well, if I was going off my partner, he don't like us mentioning names like that. Generally, I'll tell you off here. Because I think sometimes, I mean, some people say, oh, it's just keeping it real. Some people say you shouldn't say it. At the end of the day, I generally don't talk about that unless it's private. But what I will say is this. There's certain foundational things that I think upcoming artists and artists that are in the game that maybe not upcoming in terms of their creative craft, but you want to make sure you're signed up with a performing rights organization. Every song has 2 copyrights, a master and a composition. You want to make sure you're signed up for Sound Exchange. We could go on and on and on and on, but there's certain foundational things that I want artists coming up to know to make sure that they're generating and getting the royalties that they need, because their music is out there and it's doing things.
So he touched on something here, gorillas and gorillaettes. No. Right? And to know, as I started this whole segment, is interpretation, right? How do you interpret something? How do you digest it in your mind? How do you know? I mean, I've mentioned it here where on HBO, they followed DMX before he passed, and they had, I mean, billionaires in a room, and they're like, yo, man, here's a contract. And that contract was like a file on fucking Jimmy Hoffa. It was huge, right? And he did not bother to read the first paragraph. And someone stepped in and was like, yo, you should read this, yo. And he kept playing with his kid. He was like, I'll just sign it. And he's like, yo, man, there's like 100 pages in there. You should know what the fuck you're getting into. So knowing that, what are the challenges that you face in interpreting particular realms of legalities?
No doubt, that's a great question. Shout out.
I'm the best.
I'm
I
sorry.
already knew this.
No, I see that now. I want to come back again. I feel like I gotta bring reinforcements.
Yeah, and you know what? I commend you for doing this shit on the fly, dude.
Yeah, man.
Again, I just grabbed you and I said, yo, man up, and you said, yeah.
I'm from Queens,
and
man. I'm always ready.
I fucking respect that, dude. But yeah, what are the challenges you face with particular artists?
I think. Well, shout out to Mr. Snow also in the building. Yeah, him and was just chopping it up about that in the car, and we were talking about simplistic contracts versus more complex contracts. And the more complex they are, could be a good thing or a bad thing. It depends, right? Because the length of a contract could generally mean that you're getting more coverage from the artist's perspective, or it could not mean shit, right? It depends on who's reviewing it and what it's saying. So what I've seen, unfortunately, is, especially from our communities, black and brown communities, a lot of these artists are young. They're so happy to be signing something that they don't consult with someone.
Exactly.
Right? Like if you need your car fixed, you're going to take it to a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? You need something else done, you're going to go to a professional. But a lot of us, unfortunately, don't have lawyers within our network that we could actually bounce these things off of. That's why I said it's about artist empowerment. There's a lot of people who call us that just have questions. Basic questions, right? So unfortunately, there are a lot of bad deals that people sign where their publishing are getting taken. They're not getting any advance money. And it's terrible because it's predatory. So that's why I say, like, I think if my number one purpose for a lot of the stuff and coming and doing these things and being present in these spaces is not that I know everything, but the stuff that I do know, I will impart.
Oh, man.
And then from there, we could hopefully learn more together, and I can impart as I learn. You dig?
Do you guys understand why I want to be down in the best friend circle? I want to be invited to this man's new apartment showing. I want to be his friend. I want to be invited to Cancun with him. That was wonderfully said. Artist empowerment, consultations, trying to explain, but it's very important that those that want to enter this field do your own education, right? And like you said, mechanic, I've been fucked by hundreds of mechanics. So it's possible to still get fucked. You know who Walter Mercado is?
I'm not familiar.
Walter Mercado was this beautiful, fantastically gay Puerto Rican man that your mother would slap you when you spoke in the crib in a Latino home with a chancleta to your face if you spoke while he did his 45 seconds of astrological garbage, and he would dress in these beautiful capes.
Like Liberace type?
Yes,
shit?
even fancier.
Okay.
And he would say, Virgo, tomorrow is going to be like yesterday, you dumb fuck. Right? He would say things like that. But you couldn't talk to your mom. Any Latino out there, you know what I'm talking about. But here's what happened to him. He was very famous in Latin America. Became such a hit from Puerto Rico to New York, Los Angeles, Mexico, all the way down to Brazil. They opened up a hotline where you could speak to someone who was certificated by him.
I like that.
Right? Not a real word, I don't think, guys.
Nah, I'm with you, though.
Yeah. And a 1-800 number. I mean, this was in the 90s. It was like Cleo, right?
Yeah, Miss Cleo.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you understand.
R.I.P.
Right?
Yeah.
And he was, I mean, up to like 100 million, 200. Today's probably like $1 trillion. Who the fuck knows, right? But the point is this. He, with his partner, says, why don't you sign this? And he says, well, maybe I should have somebody look at it. He has another lawyer look at it. And he says, well, it's cool. He signs it. There's a clause here. Very simple. One sentence. This guy that you signed it over owns your image, your rights, and anything you produce from now to perpetuity.
Perpetuity is the word.
Perpetuity? Could you explain that?
Forever.
In any universe, in any galaxy, he owns you.
Yeah.
That's how words can get you trapped for life.
That was deep what you just went. That's a fact.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my man, well, give me your information, bro.
Absolutely. You can contact us if you have any inquiries regarding any legal issue, actually, because we have a wide network. It doesn't necessarily have to be entertainment or immigration.
Word.
You can contact us at www.singlawnyc@gmail.com. I have cards. I'll leave them here at the studio. So
because it's a situation where you see it's gonna happen.
Yeah. You never know, man.
I got one for you. Your t-shirt.
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
We got the plots to beat the cops. That's yours.
Oh,
that's
man.
yours.
I like that.
T-shirt, man.
Now, what was the other one before, though?
The other one was, we'll fix your grudges and slap judges.
I'm more partial to that one at the moment.
I already sold it.
All right.
Now this was a freebie. Give me your number and your website, bro.
The number right now, do I have a card on me? I actually think I just gave it to Ag. I gave my 2 last cards to Ag.
Do you see why you're kidnappable?
That's a fact.
I can kidnap
That's
you
a
and
fact.
you don't know your own number.
That's a fact. Well, I don't want to give my cell phone number, but I have the
That's
actual office number on my card.
Is there a site?
Say again?
Is there a site?
No, not a site right now. Right? You want to know why?
Why?
Right now, we're doing it, especially the entertainment component of what we're doing it more in a boutique kind of a fashion.
Nice.
So, I mean, the immigration stuff comes through all the time, but as far as the entertainment component is concerned, definitely we're going to do it in a more specialized way. So,
especially in Queens, that immigration component is always going to come around.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. So, but anybody who has questions regarding entertainment stuff that I can answer, definitely hit me up at that email address, and I'll make sure I get back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've just been legalized.
Shout out.
You just been considered litigious-ized. Stomp your feet, clap your titties for my man, Danon Singh Esq.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Much love. We are at the point of saludos and a la farewells. Bringing my man, motherfucking Fred Ones back on the mic. Fred Ones, what up? Yo, we can give a shout out to my man Indiana Miggz, man. Shout out to Indiana Miggz. Still probably here in Alabama. Why? Alabama. Shout out to the man Indiana Miggz. Fred, let's final shout outs. Get out of here.
Final shout outs. Great show. Salute to 07 for coming through.
All those who listen, thank you very much. Do remember, be good to each other, because if you're not, you're the asshole. You're the asshole. Go to therapy.
Yeah, this is Bobby J from Rockaway, and I'm chilling at Guerrilla Grooves Radio with my man DJ FredOnes and Rhinoceros Funk. Keep it locked. Peace.
Heist like the nice life, you already know what it is, man.
Vibes.
Know the vibes, man. It's Sauce Heist.
Baby Manny in the building.
Shout it down, aka Jesus Heist, man.
You rocking with Guerrilla Grooves Radio, DJ FredOnes and Rhino Funk.
Funk. You know the vibes.
You know who it is? Shatik, the ultimate poet. Bangkok fam, Guerrilla Grooves Radio. Stay tuned, baby. Don't touch that dial.